Hey guys, TeamABK, Awkward Bear Kids here. I'm Andrew and this is Herminio.
And this is Bear.
Alright, this is going to be quick ban list predictions. So banned anti-spell fragrance. This is going to be Konami's money hit, or profit hit, I guess. Like, same thing they did with banning Global, Ventricula, and Spore in the same format.
I can see that. Probably not the they probably won't do it in the beginning, but I can see them eventually doing that.
That might start now, because I think this goes into Duelist Alliance for the current format. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then limited for the returning banned cards, I have Heavy and Solemn Judgment coming back. They exist with each other, and with artifacts running rampant, Heavy Storm's not going to be that much of an issue, just because it's me like, oh, you Heavy Storm me, okay, my monsters come back anyways, so I didn't really minus that much. Or as
if they bring back those cards, I'm gonna be excited and so fucking fearful of those cards. I love and hate both of those cards.
It's the love-hate relationship in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Other card I have coming back, I'm a Wind Up player, but I also don't like this, is Wind Up Carriers and Mighty, because history repeats itself with Light Sworns and with Blackwings, where cards were hit and just like decks were neutered hard, and they slowly came back a bit with some cards.
You know what's funny? He's a wind-up player, and I'm not, but I actually kind of want them to have that, you know, because I want wind-ups to still be a deck. It's a good deck.
It's decent in most people, but when you know what you're doing, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and also it's like my presence to wind up. Like,
yeah.
Fuck hand.
Fuck the hand loop. The
hand loop.
I never played during hand. Okay,
After that was coup.
I played it only. I started with Shock Lock because that's when the deck was affordable, because everybody.
Yeah.
Initially, because nobody knew how good Shock Lock was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked up the deck then, and it was really cheap. And like, oh, this is really fun. And it actually took more skill because you only had the one carrier. So yeah. Limited cards. A lot of these are gonna be self-explanatory. Soul Charge.
Come on. Yeah.
And then Dragon's Shrine. I'm sorry, Dragon players.
Oh
who
yeah.
hate me, but
you get two fucking foolishes, and then you play 3 of them. That's fucking 6 targets.
And you have Foolish Barrel in general, so that's like
7 targets. Fuck you guys.
There's just a lot of dumping.
Yeah.
Black Horn of Heaven. There's no reason to negate an Xyz for a comeback possibility with no cost to it. So.
This is where we differ. I don't see them limiting it to 1.
Not yet.
Not yet. Probably eventually, but I just don't see
It's
Konami.
kind of the same thing with the Compulse going to 1, Triton going to 1.
And that was actually Compulse to 1 was actually a shock for me, but I didn't see that coming. But maybe they will, but I don't see it coming.
Then I have Kaiser Coliseum going to 1. Cards that say if you have an unkillable monster, you win should not exist.
It doesn't let you Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, because the worst is when they go Ophion, Kaiser Coliseum, set 4, go. It's like, oh.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
That's another one I don't see them probably, but
they may
I can see
what Ophion or
no
Kaiser?
Fucking Kaiser. I'm in between. I can see them touching it, and I can also I wouldn't be surprised if they don't touch it.
Another card I have going to limit to 1 is Traptrix Mermulio.
You angered them.
Hi hat players, you're gonna hate me for this. No reason for it to be at 3.
It's true.
You can't miss timing on the second effect due to it being a mandatory effect, which is bullshit.
And it's just
and the fact is immunity to its own cards it searches, that's kind of also busted. So, and then
I like the card,
ability
but I can see it getting
you can
hit.
search in bottomless trap hole or nightmare or void if you run it or whatever. I mean, yes, pure Traptrix players, I'm sorry, I played that deck before Deonea came out in the hands. That was a hella fun deck, but she needs to go to 1. She's a problem.
Yeah,
She's a problem.
I
child.
like her, but I admit
at this moment she's a problem child.
She's a bitch.
And then with semi-limits, Book of Moon to 2. For those of you who remember 3 Book of Moon, that was a hella fun format, but people only ran 2 most of the time.
Yeah, I'd be excited for that. If Book of Moon came out, Book of Moon is one of my favorite cards. I try to fit that thing in every deck.
It's also an inherent neg 1, and it's not as bad as like Mind Control, which I'm still on the border of saying that should have been banned a long time ago, because yeah,
especially
so broken. And then hat players also hate me on this. I semi-limited each of the damn it, we still forgot. Never. I semi-limit each of the hands because they are really broken as hell, and yeah, there's no reason for them to be at 3 because of just the constant looping.
Yeah, the 2 would be nice. They can stay at 2 for all I care, but 3 is just fucking too much. It's too much.
And then citing the last set for those that only made 2 of each. Oh, and the cards we forgot to say limited. I limited Gear Giga Arsenal alongside Gear Giga X, because with X going to 1, the deck has a lot less super searching during that 1 turn, where they bring out 3 Giga X's and still have, most of their hand. So
yeah, I different in that view. I feel like they should limit Accelerator to 1, and probably Gear Giga X. 1 or 2, either one. I'd be
I
happy.
say 1 because of all the other decks that run it. They're gonna run 2 also, so it's not hurting them. And it's like, no offense, gadgets. I think you just go to 1 also. So. DeFi go to 2. It's not as bad as macro. It's there. You know where it is. You don't have to blind MST for it. And it's also a neg 1 kind of. Like it doesn't let your opponent Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, but it's you know where it is. So
you can chain it. It's not as
you
bad
can chain
as
to it
macro.
Also. Well, macro's a surprise card. Like it's really annoying especially for spell players. I feel bad for them. I do it because it's like I know you can't play pretty much now because everything you do is just gonna get banished.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so nice when they can't fate you.
Yep.
Then I have Torrential and Compulse going to 2. Those cards never should have been hit from 2 back or 3 for Compulse to 1. Torrential is just one of those punished players for overextending, and I think that's really healthy. And the OCG has 3 of them.
Yeah, and also, again, with pendulums, when they do become more playable, and they will
ridiculously broken.
Yeah, and when they will, because people didn't believe Exceeds would be good, but like
they made wind-ups.
Yeah, and this is a good way to stop their fucking plays. We need more explosive cards like
mass
that.
removal, but it's a healthy mass removal.
Yeah,
because both players can.
And we can stop. We have wiretap now, and we got a lot of stuff to negate that shit.
Wiretap is so annoying.
Wiretap is annoying.
And then Compulse to 2. It's a neg 1 unless you hit an Exceed.
Mm-hmm. Compulse is funny.
And it's fine. Like. Also, one thing I have to say, this actually for a different video. Anyways, and then I have Dragon's Ravine coming back to 2.
Yeah,
like Mega Capital G said, kind of in his theory of going to 2, not 3 or 1. It's balanced, and then having Shrine being at 1 also makes it more balanced because it's also a really hard neg 1 if they MST it.
I'll give Dragon if Dragon Rulers do stay at 1. If they decide to keep them still.
Ravine can come back to 2. And then
no.
Ravine come back to 2. Shrine's still at 1.
Oh my god, you scared me. I thought you said the Dragon Rulers come back to 2. No, Konami.
Yeah, no, please no.
Dragon Dream can come back to 2. Yeah,
because it's a hard neg 1 if it gets MST'd.
Yeah.
And then I also have Curry Bandit going to 2 because Sylvan's Lightsworn and Dragon, any form of dragons is ridiculous with them.
Target 2.
Mill 4 and add a spell to your hand or a trap. Broken.
It's. I mean, the only good balancing effect is during the end phase. So yeah, they have. You can try to do damage.
Just imagine that thing said during your main phase 1.
No.
Bullshit. Such bullshit. And then unlimited, I have Deep Prison. Why not?
Yeah, it's healthy.
We're in the format where you need Deep Prisons, and having it be at 2, it's like
there's too many cards that get their effect when this card is
destroyed, or have extra cards that make it like with Murmileo. I Deep Prison that bitch all the time because it's like I don't want to get Dionead at all. Yeah. I also have. Oh, and with semi-limit, this one is because of a card unlimited. I put Tanky to 2. Sorry, this is such out of order, but yeah. Tanky at 2 just because of Boojins, Fire Fist, Kwakimirus. Yeah, we love that deck.
I love that deck. I started playing it a few days ago. We both have like a version of it. It's so. Once we both get the cards, we'll do a deck profile. That's different. Yeah. But it's
really broken at 3. Constellars, yes, you're gonna hate me for saying that. Having that card go to 2 because you can't get your Cowses. Fire Fist players or any person who techs Fire Fist in a deck, you're gonna hate that. But it's kind of the healthy choice to hit.
Yeah, they have 3 fucking.
And also the reason why I put it 2 is because I limited Reborn Tengu because we were in a Seed format, not a Synchro format anymore. So having that card come back at 3 would be healthy. And with Avarice banned, it's healthy because the Tengu Avarice, that was so dirty.
Yeah, I would like to have Tengu at 3. It'd be nice. And also, there's always the possibility of drawing into the 2nd or even up to 3.
Billy Break.
Congrats, though. Fuck.
That may have been a while ago, but still. That was gutsy, not even... that is just skill playing out of 3 dead cards in your hand.
Yeah.
Other card I come back at 3, Gladiator Beast Bestiari. What's it gonna do? I'll be honest, the deck's still ass, in my opinion. Even though I love it, it's still not consistent enough.
The only reason I have hate for Gladiator Beast is because...
Chariot?
No. Yes, when I play against it. But if I play it, the only reason I don't like that deck at all is just because
it takes turns to set up.
Yes. And this is just a stupid reason. This is a completely stupid reason. You shuffle a lot. I get annoyed. Come on. You shuffle every fucking turn. That is a stupid reason to hate a deck, but yeah. That's the reason I hate playing the deck, like if I'm playing it.
You can't say with just that one monster that can just beat them down.
Yeah. So Bestiar can come at 3. I invite it.
And I've realized there's been a lot of things we could have said to hit Medulches, but Medulches, I think it's overhyped in my opinion. Like it's a good deck, but it's also real like
I think it's deadly in the hands of a good player. But if someone who's just
like any deck in general, but it's
I guess
yeah.
But it's definitely not. I wouldn't say autopilot.
It's not autopilot. It takes some skill to run the deck. Like unless they rip and jelly plus Vanity's trap stun. Okay, yeah. But other than that, I think we hit pretty much all the main decks that we were having problems with, and hitting the cards to balance the decks to make them more fair instead of the ridiculousness that they have.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Yep. This is
TeamABK signing out.
This is Barry, guys, and we'll see you guys.